The awakening's end. There comes a moment when you realize something profound. Your spiritual awakening is not the end. It's just the beginning. You've stepped beyond what so many people spend their entire lives searching for. But now, the real transformation begins. For so long, you've been chasing enlightenment, seeking answers. The endless quest for awakening consumed you, but that was never the goal. It was only the door. Now that you've walked through, the world looks different. The journey you've been so obsessed with, it's over. The question now is, what happens next? Once your spiritual awakening ends, things start to shift in ways you never expected. This isn't the end of your path. It's the start of a deeper journey. The world feels quieter, and you feel a strange new sense of freedom. But what happens after the awakening? No one really tells you. And that's exactly where the story takes an unexpected turn. Part 2. The calm after the storm. That's a stream when your awakening ends. The first thing you'll notice is the quiet. After all the intensity, the dramatic highs, and those moments of profound realization, everything suddenly goes still. It's almost unsettling, isn't it? For so long, life was filled with signs, synchronicities, and revelations. But now, it's like all of that has disappeared into the background. You might find yourself asking, where did the energy go? Where's the excitement, the breakthroughs? But here's the thing, the silence isn't a loss. It's a sign that you've integrated everything you've learned, you've leveled up, and this calm, this is where the real power lies. It might feel like you're losing your connection, but in reality, it's the opposite. You've done the work. The chaos that once shook you away, it's no longer necessary. Now you're learning how to just be. The storm was necessary to shift you, but now, the calm is where true strength resides. Part 3. The body's struggle to catch up. Now something strange happens. Even though your spirit has ascended, your body, it's still trying to catch up. It's as if it lags behind, processing everything at a much slower pace. You might feel more alive, more vibrant than ever before, and then suddenly, fatigue hits you like a wave. What's really going on here? Your body is the physical vessel for your spirit, and even though your soul has already leveled up, your body is still recalibrating. It's adjusting, aligning itself with your new energetic frequency, and that's when the changes begin. You might notice things like spontaneous changes in your diet, your sleep patterns, or even your physical appearance. Maybe your skin looks clearer, or your posture improves, as if your body is responding to this higher vibration. But on the flip side, old aches and pains might resurface, or you might find yourself overwhelmed emotionally. Out of nowhere, this is your body shedding old energy, purging the past. Even emotions you thought you'd healed might resurface, and it can be confusing, right? You might wonder, why is this coming back? But it's important to understand, after awakening, the healing process goes even deeper. One of the strangest things you'll experience after your awakening ends is the sudden deep disconnection from others. It's like the people you once felt so close to, the places you once felt at home, no longer resonate with you. And at first that can be painful. You might even start to question yourself, why do I feel so alone? But here's the truth. This isolation isn't a punishment. It's not a sign that something's wrong. It's actually one of the clearest indicators that your vibration has changed. You're no longer operating at the same frequency as those around you, and that's why they might seem distant, disconnected. It's not that they don't care, it's just that they can't keep up with you anymore. What feels like isolation is actually the universe making space for something even more profound. Your next chapter, and the people who will align with you in this new phase. This doesn't mean that the people who've been part of your life are bad. Their time with you has simply served its purpose. The relationships that continue on this journey with you will rise to meet you. Those who don't, they'll naturally fall away, and that's okay. Part 5. The fading magic. At first, you might think something's wrong. When the magic starts to fade, you stop seeing those repeating numbers. No more signs from the universe guiding you like before. The synchronicities, they slow down. The spiritual highs that once lit you up now feel distant, almost like the universe has gone quiet. And that quiet, it's unsettling. You might even start questioning, have I lost my connection? But let me tell you, the truth is, you haven't lost anything. In fact, the silence is the most profound sign of growth. The universe no longer needs to scream at you to get your attention. Why? Because you're no longer chasing external validation. You've internalized the wisdom. You are the magic now. What once came from outside is now a part of who you are. You don't need the signs to tell you you're on the right path anymore. You are the path. It's strange, yes, and sometimes it feels like a loss, but this is the ultimate form of connection. The quiet that shows you've moved beyond the need for constant reassurance. The deeper you go, the less you need to look outside of yourself for answers. Part 6. Embracing the new purpose. Once the awakening ends, you might find yourself facing a powerful question. What now? After all the revelations, all the inner healing, and all the dramatic shifts in your perception, where do you go from here? Here's where things get really interesting. When you first experienced your awakening, the purpose seemed so clear. Self-discovery, healing, understanding your connection to the universe. But now, as you stand on the other side of it all, a new purpose begins to reveal itself. Your purpose now isn't about seeking answers anymore. It's about living what you've learned. It's about creating the life that aligns with your highest self. The end of awakening isn't the end of the journey, it's the beginning of a new phase. Now you must take everything you've learned and start applying it to the real world. This new purpose often carries with it a deep pull towards service. You may feel compelled to help others on their spiritual journeys, to share the wisdom you've gained, or to create something that reflects your higher vibration. Whether through your work, relationships, or creative endeavors, your purpose is now centered around being, not seeking, just being. Part 7. Heightened sensitivity. After your spiritual awakening ends, you'll notice something strange. Your sensitivity to everything around you becomes heightened. People, environments, even objects. They all feel different. It's as if your awareness has expanded, and you're now attuned to energies that were once invisible to you. You might walk into a room and instantly feel the energy shift before you even see anyone. Or you might sense someone's emotional state without them saying a word. It's like a new layer of awareness has been activated within you, and it's both exhilarating and overwhelming at the same time. This heightened sensitivity is a gift, but it can also feel like a burden. You may find yourself more sensitive to noise, crowded spaces, or even certain foods. Why? Because your newly awakened energy field is now tuned into frequencies that once eluded you. It's not a curse, it's your superpower. At first, this new awareness might feel like too much to handle, as if you're carrying too much energy that's not even yours. But with time, you'll learn how to navigate this. You'll understand how to protect your energy, setting boundaries that allow you to focus only on what truly matters. This sensitivity also deepens your empathy. You'll begin to understand people on a soul level, seeing beyond their words and actions. You'll feel their emotions, even their intentions. This ability will help you navigate relationships with greater clarity, but it requires mindfulness. You'll need to learn how to filter out the noise without letting it overwhelm you. Your sensitivity is your strength. It allows you to move through life with clarity, empathy, and discernment. The key is learning how to manage it. Part 8. The return to normal. When the spiritual awakening ends, life might seem to return to normal. You wake up, go about your day, interact with people, and on the surface, everything looks just like it did before. But here's the catch. It feels different. You feel different. And yet it's almost like nothing has changed. This phase can be one of the most confusing parts of the process. You might think that the transformation is over, or that nothing has really changed. But the truth is, everything has changed. You've changed on a level so deep that the external world, while seemingly the same, no longer affects you in the same way. The world around you hasn't changed, but your perception of it has. What once triggered you, it doesn't anymore. What once excited you, now it feels neutral. This is the true mark of transformation. You've outgrown the need for external validation or stimulation. What used to spark your emotional responses now feels less important, almost trivial. But don't mistake this for losing passion. This is actually a sign of your spiritual growth. You've mastered the art of staying grounded in your truth, even in the midst of everyday life. And that is the most powerful outcome of all. Part 9. The ultimate transformation. Now that your spiritual awakening has ended, you might realize that the person you were before no longer exists. It's not just the world around you that's changed, it's you deep down. The external world might look the same, but you've reached a level of awareness where it no longer holds the same power over you. You no longer react the way you once did. Things that once caused anxiety, stress, or excitement, now they seem almost irrelevant. This transformation isn't something that happens overnight. It's a gradual shift, and it often feels strange. The external validation you once craved doesn't hold the same weight anymore. And that's not a loss, it's freedom. You've learned to exist without constantly seeking external affirmation. You've learned to just be, and in this stillness, you find your true power. The world around you may still be chaotic, but you're no longer shaken by it. You've arrived at a place of deep peace, where you're aligned with your highest self. And from here everything unfolds naturally. As you continue on this journey, you'll notice that things start to align effortlessly. Life becomes less about striving and more about being. You no longer have to force things to happen. The universe will begin to unfold everything you need, exactly when you need it. The transformation you've gone through isn't just about your spiritual awakening, it's about how you carry that energy forward into every aspect of your life. You've integrated the lessons, and now you are the lesson. As you continue this journey, remember this: the end of your spiritual awakening is just the beginning of something even more profound. You've stepped into a new chapter, one that's less about searching for answers and more about living in alignment with the truth you've uncovered. Sure, there will be moments of uncertainty, moments where you question the changes you're experiencing, but trust that everything you've gone through is leading you exactly where you need to be. The calm, the disconnection, the fading of signs, all of it is part of the process. It's not something to fear, it's proof that you've transformed. So if you're watching this and feeling the shift within you, know that you're not alone. Every step, every change is a step toward embracing who you truly are. And when you align with that truth, life has a way of unfolding in the most extraordinary way.